If you really knew something about my brother, you would have spilled it a long time ago. Like, for example, when he was tearing you apart on the witness stand.
Thank you for reminding me of that. Yes, I did lose that day. In fact, Ben, I lost a lot this past year. But I've learned along the way to always have something in reserve. That's why I've stashed this little thing away for a rainy day.
Well, you better get out your raincoat.
Exactly. Because it's a damn thunderstorm in here. So, do you want to know what I know about your brother, or do you want to play hardball?
Okay, you've piqued my interest.
Good. Read it and weep.
What is this, another suicide note?
It depends on your point of view. You can consider this my last will and testament, my little confession sheet. And one confession in particular you'll like?
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I told you wouldn't be disappointed.
Now what's it gonna cost me?
So take Beth. For example, Beth is, Martha Stewart perfect. You know what I mean? She's the mother of his only child. She was the love of his life. And to boot, she throws herself in front of a car and she's in the hospital now. How do I compete with that?
You have 2 kids and then you throw yourself in front of a train.
I'm serious. I don't know how to compete with that.
Why can't they see this? I mean, playing the victim to get a man is the oldest trick in the book.
Really? Is it older than opening up your fur coat to expose your birthday suit?
Oh my God. You know, how are you supposed to start a new relationship when the guy's ex fights dirty, uses the history to keep him? I mean, it's totally pathetic. Were they blind?
You know, it may be pathetic, but it works.
I know for a fact that Dinah is using Vanessa's illness just to get to Hart.
I don't doubt it. And you know what? When I split with my ex-husband, yeah, I was devastated. I stopped eating. I wanted to throw myself in front of a car, but I didn't. And I certainly didn't guilt him into staying with me.
No way. I would be happy to never see my ex ever again.
See, now, why can't more ex-wives be just like you?
I don't know.
What's the story with your ex anyway?
It was bad, he was bad, and he's out of my life forever. Thank God.
See, I think we're alike. You know, we are 2 strong, independent women who just happen to be sitting at the bar by ourselves without our men.
That's only because we're not needy.
Yeah, and we don't use emotional blackmail to keep them.
That's right. I say we fight for our guys the old-fashioned way. With love.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
No more bowing down to history. What do you say?
Out with the old and in with the new and improved.
That's right.
Yeah. I want to see my baby.
Well, you take it easy. You just went through major surgery, Vanessa.
You better take advantage of this time to rest. You're not going to get a whole lot of sleep over the next year.
That's right.
I'm strong enough to see my baby. I want to see her.
Hey, maybe we could go and get something to eat and get a drink or something. My mother's doing so much better, and I'm sure the baby's going to be all right now, so.
What? Your mother is barely conscious, and the baby's in an incubator, and you want to go in for a few cocktails?
My mother's not barely. Wait a minute. I didn't mean it that way. I just meant that it's been a long day, and so maybe we could relax. That's all.
Relax? Maybe rekindle the old flame? I don't think so, Dinah.
No, of course not. You don't want to keep Cassie waiting. I'm sure she's very upset that you asked her to leave earlier, right?
You know what? I did that as a favor to you because of your mother. What do you think is going on here? What do you think this was?
I don't know. Maybe it was someone supporting a person that he cares about? Something like that?
I came here for Vanessa. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't read into this, Dinah.
You weren't here for me. Anyway, all this hand-holding. Why were you here? To keep me from making a scene? Is that it?
Because I care about your mother. You know, I'm sorry if you got the wrong impression. In fact, I'm just sorry, period.
You're gonna be sorry. You're gonna be very sorry that you and your little tramp ever crossed my path.
How are we supposed to escape history when it's staring us right in the face?
All the time.
And like every first that Hart and I are going to have is in the same place he's already had first with Dinah. I mean, do you think it's wrong for me to ask him to bulldoze the entire farm and just build another one?
I don't want to hear it. At least he wasn't married to her.
Not that she didn't try.
True. You know, shame about Blake getting that nasty stomach thing
Oh
at
God,
the
it was a
wedding.
tragedy, wasn't it? You know, it is great to have someone to be able to talk to who completely understands
Tell
what
me
you're going
about
through.
it.
Oh.
Do you know my brother and his wife, Frank and Eleni, the world's most perfect couple?
Yes. Oh, well. You know, well, maybe, just maybe, we'll have our own museum one day.
Well, Philip and I have certainly been making our own history.
Okay. Well, Hart and I haven't made history yet, but we're going to, I'm sure, very soon. Really? And then we'll start making our own memories.
Wow. You have to almost feel sorry for Beth and Dinah.
Not for a second.
Me neither, not for 1 second.
You know what? I think you should call yourself a cab and go over to the hospital where you belong. Because I'm sure Philip has told Beth everything he's wanted to tell her, and he's probably wondering where you are.
Driver said that you could have gotten out of the way, and you didn't even try. So what happened?
I don't know what to tell you, Philip. All I could think about was that you didn't want me anymore. You were my husband, my best friend, and the love of my life. And I would have done anything to get rid of that pain.
Well, I still care about you. And I'm gonna help you get through this.
I see, the one thing that could help is the one thing that you can't do.
Well, tell me what that is.
I thought that I had gotten over it. But I haven't. I don't know how not to be your wife anymore.
Hi there.
Aunt Reva and Uncle Josh aren't here. I'll call Kate.
No. You know what? That's okay. I was hoping I'd find your mommy and daddy at home, but you're Cassie Lane's little girl, aren't you? Tammy, right? I'm Dinah. My mother and father gave your family this house to live in.
Oh, she's the one who's having the baby.